In this video, we will cover how to adjust settings for the schedule on Jolt. To access your schedule settings, navigate on the left-hand menu to Settings and then Location. Note that this will change settings for a single location, but if you want to change settings for a whole company, you will need to have company admin access granted, and then you will navigate to Settings and then Company. Once here on the Settings page, navigate down to the section labeled Scheduling Settings. There's a whole range of settings here, and we will go over all the main settings, leaving some of the advanced labor forecasting for later videos. First, you can put in a notice which will display on the top of email notifications about the schedule, and employees can see anytime they check the schedule on the Jolt Lite app as well. Next, if we leave this box checked, then the employee will be able to set hours that they prefer to work, which will be highlighted in green in the schedule, and it looks like this. This is to let you know when they prefer to work if you wish to schedule accordingly. You can turn this whole feature completely off by simply unchecking this box. You can also leave this feature on but require them to put in a reason as to why they are choosing those preferred hours by selecting this box. Next, you can change how contact information is shown in the schedule. Both on the Jolt Lite app and on the email notifications for the schedule, employees can see contact information for other employees that share the same roles if you select the middle option, or for everyone in the location if you select the bottom option. If you only want them to see their own contact information, then select the top option here. Next is a box for you to designate how many days from the start of the week that an employee must submit their requests in Jolt. So if I put the number 7 in here, and my week starts on Monday, then that means the app will not allow them to submit time off requests or availability less than 7 days from the Monday of the week that they are requesting. Let's look at the calendar real quick to clarify. If employee Joe wants Valentine's Day on the 14th off, the latest he can submit his request will be 7 days before the start of the week, which is Monday the 13th. So that means he would need to make the request on Jolt before the 6th of February. That way you will always have at least 7 days without anybody submitting requests to finalize your schedule for that week. Coming back to the settings under the maximum weekly hours, if anyone is scheduled over the limit you designate here, then their hours will be highlighted in red on the schedule. So switching to the schedule here, I can see this employee has 8 hours scheduled for this day, but they have been scheduled over the limit for the week, and so their hours are in red. We'll skip over the group labor targets for now and save those for the advanced labor forecasting videos. Moving on to the productivity threshold, we could set a range and the schedule will let us know if we fall out of that range. Please see the basics of labor forecasting video for more information on how productivity on the schedule works. And finally, we have default notification methods, which is how the schedule will be published if no specific settings are set in an employee's personal profile. If your employees are using the Jolt Lite app, then they will always receive the schedule on their phone app, but they can also set their own preferences for getting text and email notifications as well. If they set no preferences, then it will default to whatever you select here. And that's the basics of the settings for the schedule on Jolt.